What, you're nervous? You worried? You're upset? Are you listening to all those other readers? Now, you know I'm not sitting on an inheritance, because I'd just give it over and say, here, it's your own problem. It's your own doing. I'm just the messenger here. Because there's a messenger keeping me from my world. And his kneecaps are at risk, at the very least. And that means everything in his life will be out of reach without help. See how that works? Pretty scary, isn't it? So you catching on to all these other readers, all these habits, all these things that these other people are willing to do that I'm not. This wasn't a death match for me. And even though my medical record said congestive heart failure a couple years back, I didn't go nuts and think, I got some retribution to hand out. That wasn't me. Not like, Careless Scott, who's on the slow suicide mission, and then now is encountering more health problems because of that surgery he had. So he really didn't care entering my world whether he was going to help me out or not. He was here to satisfy himself. Interesting how my life attempting to function out to marriage again has been so disruptive in this building, in this community. And again, I'm not the only one that faced this little issue of jealousy and people talking about, guess what, so-and-so has plans to get married. Can you believe it? Yeah, that's think about it. This reverse psychology crap, like with Stephen Stearns. He knew Jen was exiting and taking her daughter. He would have done just about anything. Was he coming out of treatment? There was a 6-month phase Jen was trying to navigate and work with. Almost like, he's another patient, another sickness in the problem. Almost take it off her. She's gonna have a problem. She let all of that stuff go on. She was having arguments with her daughter. Her daughter was finding her own strength. And that daughter of hers learned to manipulate the both of them as much as they were manipulating her. That's why she had the boyfriend. That's why she had plans of moving on her own. Because what was her mother doing? Talking about more men, more new living situations. That woman didn't have a way to pay the rent. Stephen's daddy was the landlord. See how precarious that was? And let me say, my ex-sister-in-law was very manipulative. Like that. Having kids, pulling people into her life, getting them to manage her navigations. Blech. She on her 6th marriage yet? Last time I saw her, she was dating some poor guy that was, whining and dining her, and I thought, wow, they'll learn. You can't really dress her up and take her out. Not her. Not with that cackle. No, she knows no candor. That's what I know about her. All those things relate. Those kind of people pick up and move. They're couch surfers. My ex-husband did it. Before I met him, he traveled the country on a credit card. And wasn't that about the time Timmy got hurt? It's like they cleared the house. Oh, I grilled her. And for the longest time, I was a dog with a bone, and she hated it because that's all I'd talk about with her. That was all I would talk about with her. They know and they hid it so they could keep going and do what they did because they're Klingons. Very typical of this area. It's not even fair weather friends. No. It's the worst of the filth that they sit in together. You know, the house on Brigham Street? That looked like a dump. Yeah. Pool in the backyard. Yep, that one. Yeah, go check it out. Go scope it out. All of them here. All of them. Why? There's no urgency. They don't see anything as emergent. There is so much abuse. So many that are on a list of, you need better, you need better, you shouldn't be where you are, but you were placed there, and they knew it at the time, because they consider everything when they place someone in housing. That's why there's a list that they navigate, sort of like nursing homes. Only they don't discuss it in public housing, but they do discuss it before you enter a nursing home or considering roommates. They even shuffle people around to make personalities fit. They don't do that in housing. They do the opposite. And I'm pretty convinced the next person that comes in here is going to be well armed, legally. And is just going to, no, that's not going to fly. So said, ordered. Maybe it'd be a law graduate. I mean, if you're around criminals all the time, what's it matter? You got a great view. Central location. It's that kind of thing. The neighbors will tell you, don't rely on the police department. They're not there for you. But yet, the police department I grew up around, they even said, wow, they're crazy in Westbrook. They'll beat the shit out of you. Yeah, and I've said it before. And I heard it. I heard it here. And again, we go back to me envisioning kneecaps. Is it worth it? It's just not. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah. On, Phil, we need to sit down at the table. No. Yeah. As long as he avoided conversation, he could say, well, no, it wasn't discussed and it couldn't have been said. All that bullshit. Yeah. You really fucked up, brother. I can't imagine him going to work with that crew every day. I can't. The shame, the humiliation. They'll let you treat a woman like this, but not your sister. Because generally they think, well, you know, if it's come down to that in the house and he's talking about her like that in public, she's got it coming. She's got one foot out the door. But you don't get to do that to your sister. And my bet is the women in your life have completely fucked you. And you know I could save your ass. And I'm just not gonna. You and Stephanie had a good run with our parents' name. The financial fuck up. Me pulling you out of it. The only reason why you had your house was because of my quick filing and correlating skills to get your paperwork in order before court. But I was good enough then. I was good enough to arrive for our parents every day. I was good enough then. I was the first person you called when you got the Dear John letter on the table. Where's my children? Where are they? Call the airport. What plane are they on? Huh? What's going on now, huh? These things magnify, brother. Haven't heard the call. They're gonna keep knocking. It's a crazy train of one. Do you hear the tone going off daily? Maybe. There's no going back to family, because there is none. That's right.